In this review we are going to have a look at BossFunnels, a new funnel builder platform by Billy Darr and David Kirby. I will walk you through the details of what the product actually offers, along with walking you through the members area and showing you the ins and outs of the software, so that you can get an idea to understand whether this is something that would be worth it for you or not. So keep watching till the end of the video and I'll walk you through the entire process, and I'll also discuss the OTOs and upgrades, and I'll share my honest opinions at the end. Hi, I'm Peter and welcome to the Hidden Online Living YouTube channel, and we'll just get started. I'm going to quickly walk you through the different areas here. We're just going to go over the sales page, just quickly give you an overview of the sales page, and then I'm going to go into the members area and walk you through the product dashboard and show you the available tools and features within the platform, and then I will eventually go on to discuss the OTOs and upgrades, and I'll give you my honest opinions. So before we get into the video, please make sure to leave a like, also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be updated of future content, and also feel free to share the video, as it does help get content like this out there to people that do need help with trying to set up their own online businesses. Also, if you're looking for an honest way to get started on your own online journey, click the link below this video for a simple and proven step-by-step formula that will teach you the steps to take action. So what is the BossFunnels platform? Essentially it's a funnel building software that's similar to the likes of ClickFunnels and other platforms that allows you to build out funnels and landing pages so that you can create highly engaging offers for your services, etc. So just on the landing page here, you can just have a quick look on this here. It gives you an outline of some of the product features and so forth, so that you can have a look and see what you think for yourself. I'm just going to quickly skim over this. We'll come back to this now in a few moments. So again, you can just have a quick look here and it just gives you a quick rundown of some of the offers and services that it has available. And essentially it's supposed to be a one-click software that allows you to quickly create funnels that auto generates a lot of things for you, so that you can literally take out all the hassle of having to fully build out an entire website, so that you can just focus on the main things, which is providing links to your affiliate offers and so forth. So this is supposed to cut out all that fluff. So again, you can have a look at the sales page here and just get an idea of what it's actually about and see if it's something that may be of interest to you. But we are now going to quickly jump into the members area, and I'm just going to show you around and give you an overview of what the product is actually about. Right, okay, so now we're in the members area of the platform, and first impressions, it is actually nicely laid out in terms of where everything is and with the colours and so forth. So it is nice and inviting in that sense. Quickly just going to run you through this whole process here and I'll show you what's available. So again, you're here on the dashboard. You can check out on the left hand side here where a menu pops up and it gives you a list of different features. So you have access to autoresponders, so you can connect the likes of GetResponse and Aweber. At the moment now, this is only a review copy, so I'd imagine that if they're going to add more, and they probably will, but so far you only have access to these two. But if you do have accounts on them, that's perfectly fine. They'll work and you'll be able to connect your autoresponders to them simply and easily. So we'll just move on to the funnel section. So here now is pretty much the meat of the software, where you can actually build out an entire funnel. So we'll quickly just go through the process of setting everything up so you can just have an idea. So when you want to get started, just click on the build funnel button and you'll be presented with this window. So with this window opened up, it actually gives you access to a selection of funnel templates that you can use to get started. Now straight off, you actually do have a limited selection. Now like I mentioned, it is a review copy, so I'd imagine that when it's fully released that they will actually update this and add more into it, but there is, in my opinion, it is fairly limited in terms of what it offers so far. But again, you don't have to take my word for it, you can just play around with it yourself and see what you think. But we'll just select one here and we'll just quickly walk through the process. So just pick one of these here. It does offer a couple of different variations of pages, like start page, thank you page, bonus page. So we'll actually just select the ones that we need and just click on next. So again, we can just add in, so we're just going to give the funnel a name and click on submit. Okay, so that's the funnel now set up, so we can edit it. So we just want to have a quick look at the pages, and here we can actually edit each of the pages individually. So we can view it, we can duplicate it, we can actually go in and edit it in the editor, and when everything's ready you can share it on social media. So we're just going to quickly view the page. Now again, as this is a page that is loaded up from within the editor, and again this is just a template. At the minute now there isn't a lot really going on here on this page. It is very simplistic and it is very limited in terms of what's on the page at the moment. But again, we can just have a look further into it. So we can just click on the editor and see what we can do. Okay, so now with the editor window actually open, now I don't know what's actually going on here, but on my page it's not showing it fully on the full page, which is actually a bit annoying because you can't fully see everything that's going on. So we just have to work with what we have. But again, you have access to a lot of the tools. You can drag and drop things onto the screen and add in more features. You can remove different features, you can delete them if you don't no longer want them, and then you can highlight different elements, etc. You can change the text window, you can change the font sizes, the font weight, the alignment, even the actual fonts themselves. But I will say this, the layout of the options, it is a bit clunky, and the way it is here, it's kind of hard to see in most part because everything's very small and it's not as straightforward compared to some other programs that you can actually use. But again, it is what it is. For its price, it's $17. It's cheap, it's cheerful. You pretty much get what you pay for, but there is better alternatives out there from what I've used. It wouldn't be as user friendly compared to the likes of using Thrive Architect, which I do use for creating pages for my blogs and websites. So I just have an example here where you can actually literally go in and Thrive Architect, the windows open up, everything's far better laid out, you have a lot more options available that you can use. You can even add in your own templates. You can also save your own templates and add in custom ones, or you can use their default templates, and within each template set they literally have expanded templates where you can have different customizations and so forth that you want. And you can even import and export landing pages and templates, etc. to how you actually want. Or you can even go for free alternatives. You can use the likes of Elementor, which you can download for free through WordPress itself, and even the free version actually has a lot more beneficial tools available than what's available from what I'm able to see here. So you could try that out as well. There's also BossFunnels have a free version as well of their platform, again another page building software that you could try out. There is a lot of different ones available that you could actually use that would more user friendly from what I've been able to see so far in this. Anyway, we'll just move on. So again, you can move on to leads. So you can add in your own list of emails if you've connected your autoresponder and so forth. So then we'll actually go on to training. So the platform does actually have some training tutorials. Now I've actually gone through these and they actually are fairly good. They do actually show you exactly how to actually use the program. So you can definitely have a look at it and see what you think for yourself. There is some content here that is actually useful regarding the program itself. So you can just check out the next features. So again, when you come into the product bank, these are just other platforms that the vendors actually have products for themselves, so you'd be just promoting their other products. But again, it's totally up to yourself what you want to do. And then you can go on to the upgrades. So again, to unlock these upgrades, obviously you'll have to buy into them, so you'd have to pay more money over time. So I'm just going to quickly just jump back over to the sales page and then we'll move forward from there. So again, when you come over to the sales page, again, what it's actually asking you is saying that you can have a done for you funnel within literally one click that will only take you 60 seconds. But as I've shown you there, it doesn't actually work because it takes longer than 60 seconds and it's not done for you. You actually do have to put in the work, and like from what I've shown there, you can clearly see how clunky and how awkward the tools are within the platform. So especially as a newbie coming into this, it will take you a wee while to figure out how to sort through everything and understand how everything works. Again, you can have a look through these here. It says 180-day money back guarantee, no monthly fees. There is tutorials, viral traffic, etc. But when it says viral traffic, if we quickly just go back in here, as it mentions in the funnel itself, it says here that you can share onto these platforms like the Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, LinkedIn, Pinterest, even send via email. Yes, these platforms will actually work, but you do have to be very, very careful. And as a beginner coming into these platforms, you will be totally unaware of this. Because if you have no following, yes, these platforms will work and they will share the links and so forth, whatever you have there, but if you have no following, nobody's going to see it. And on the likes of Pinterest and especially Reddit, for instance, you have to be extremely careful what you're actually sharing, because there's a chance that you will get your account shut down, especially more so on Reddit, because within subreddits, they particularly demand that you don't be promoting products, that you only have to be providing value and just engaging in topics and conversation, not to be spamming links everywhere. So if you're going to be doing that with this, essentially your account's just going to be shut down straight away. They're not going to tolerate it, and it'll be terminated straight away. So that's not something to do. Again, like I mentioned, these here will work, but unless you have some sort of a following or even an email list built up, this will not be relevant to you at all. So again, just as you're going through the sales page, again, you can just have an idea of what it's about, and even when you come here, it says here the sales that you can actually get. Like I always mention in all my reviews, don't trust these numbers because these can be very easily manipulated and you don't know where these sources are from because they don't really tell you. So I wouldn't trust that. So again, that's just a picture of the creator with just some testimonials and so forth. Again, it does give you a rundown, but yes, like I mentioned, the program does work, but the sales page here saying that enough to quit your job and be your own boss, no, that's not going to happen. It's like anything else when you're setting up your own online business. The problem with it is everything regarding to this type of work is it takes dedication and time and discipline. You have to show up every day, you have to be willing to work when you can, and you can't just give up your job or your source of income straight away because then you're left with nothing, because chances of you actually getting this to work would be very difficult in the beginning. Now you could potentially make some money off it, but there's always that chance and that risk, and something like this here may not be suitable for that, because when you look at this sales page, and the sales page does look cool and looks very engaging, but it is very misleading in terms of what it's actually saying, because it's not guaranteeing anything. So it's just something to be aware of when you're looking at it. But again, it's totally up to you. If you want to have a look at it, feel free to do so, and then you can make a decision based off it. But my aim with this here is just to provide you with enough information to show you that maybe that there is better alternatives, because like as I mentioned, with the likes of even ClickFunnels now, it is the most expensive one here that I've mentioned. Like it's like $95 or $100 a month, but it is a well-known platform, and they do have a 14-day free trial, so you can actually technically try it out for the likes of 2 weeks and see what you think. Then there's GrowFunnels, which they do have a free version and allows you to create up like the 3 like landing pages or funnels, so on the free platform, which is more than enough for you to set up. Or you can use the likes of Elementor, like I said, or even Thrive Architect. You can literally build out an entire funnel with the platform, and you've a lot more engaging tools and templates, and they would actually have a lot more viable support available to you should you actually come across any problems and so forth. So it's just something to think about when you're actually looking into these platforms. But again, it's totally up to yourself, and then you can make a decision based off what you see here. Okay, so we're just going to have a quick look at the OTOs and upgrades. So essentially the front end product, Funnel Builder itself, is $17, and I've just shown you the tools and the features that are available. Now it is what it is for the price that you're paying. So when you move on to OTO 1, which is the BossFunnels Unlimited Edition, that unlocks pretty much everything within the software, so you'll have full access to pretty much everything else that the product has to offer. Then OTO 2 is the Automation Edition, which it unlocks extra traffic avenues for you, so that you can share your content to more avenues, etc. Then the Done For You edition is pretty much an extension of the automation, where they will actually do the traffic for you. Again, like I mentioned, if you don't have a following, I don't know how useful that can actually be. I don't think it can really be useful to you. So then on to the fourth OTO, so that's the Reseller Edition, which is $39 and allows you to fully resell the platform as your own. And then the final OTO, which is number 5, it's the Luxury Edition, and they will actually create funnel for you and set up all the accounts and everything and all the automations for you for an extra cost. So again, that's the prices there of each of the upgrades. Whether they'll be useful or not to you, that I'm not too sure, because like I mentioned, when you're shown compared to other products and platforms, it is fairly limited, so I don't know if spending the money on these extra features is going to give you much more. But again, it's totally up to yourself, but in my opinion, I would stay away from it. So we'll just move on quickly to my final thoughts, and I'll just discuss the pros and cons of the software. Right, so my final thoughts, honest opinion, like the software actually does work. You can see that you can build out landing pages, you can technically build a funnel with it, but again, like I mentioned, compared to other platforms out there, it's very limited in terms of what it actually offers. The tool set can be quite clunky in terms of how you can actually use it. Like I showed you with the likes of Elementor and Thrive Architect, etc. I use those on a regular basis and they're a lot easier to actually use, and I've also done previous videos on them comparing the two, and even tutorials on both of them, so I'll drop them in the description, and I'll leave a link in the card as well so that you can check them out if you are currently looking for a page builder and just want to see different alternatives and how they work. Again, like I mentioned, the software does work, which is perfectly fine. It is similar to other products that I've seen from other vendors, similar vendors the comparisons are almost identical in a lot of ways, which is definitely leaves a few questions lying around. Like I said, the building tools can be quite clunky, and it kind of does put you off to a certain degree with the likes of these platforms as well, with regards to even the support. As from my experience, the support systems in these platforms generally don't be very good, to a point that you never really hear anything back, or if you do, it's always some kind of vague excuse. So it's just something to be aware of if you are looking into something like this. And like as I mentioned previously, there are better alternatives available. Like I mentioned, like there is ClickFunnels now. It is a lot more expensive, but they do have a lot of tools available. They do have a free trial, you can check it out. There's also Groove Pages, they have a free version as well. And like I mentioned, there's like Elementor, there's Tribe Architect, there is actually loads of others. So you can just browse around and see if it's something that you can have a look at. It's cheap as cheerful, it is what it is. But me personally, would I use it? No, because like I said, I do use other software and I find it easier to use and it would actually be better. So it's just my opinion, but it's something to really think about if you are considering looking at this. Just keep your options open. So that's my honest review of BossFunnels. So if you have found this video to be helpful, make sure to leave a like on the video. Also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be updated on future content, and feel free to share the video, as it does allow you to get more videos like this out to more people that actually do genuinely need help with starting their own online businesses. Also, if you are looking for an honest way to get started on your own online journey, click on that link below in the description for a simple and proven formula that you can use that will teach you the steps to take action. And again, I will see you all in the next one.